but I imagine you have an extra incentive to get him for this game. Just kind of tell me about when you saw this game on the schedule and kind of the excitement of knowing who their best player is.
Yeah, it's a real special event that will be pretty cool to have, and it'll be really special for our family. We'll have a bunch of family and friends there, so just having them there and having them watch us go against each other will be a pretty special time.
Have you played him in an actual referee officiated game before?
I have not. The only time we got to really play against each other is like open gyms or in the backyard or something. So it'll be cool. We never really got to play with each other either, with him being older than me. But thankfully, we got this extra year, so it'll work out.
Did he beat up on you a little bit when you were growing up, and how did that maybe develop your game? If so,
yeah, it was always friendly competition and us working together. But he was always a great brother. We were always great friends. So it wasn't really. It was always competitive, but then again, he was always there to support me and go against me as a friend.
When you saw him at Michigan State, how did that kind of set you in motion for that's what I want to do? I want to be in the Big Ten, lighting teams on fire, and so forth and so on.
Yeah, growing up with him getting recruited early on from Michigan State, got to see a lot of games on his visits as well, going with him. So really, just growing up around the Big Ten and watching a lot of games, watching a lot of competition. It's something you want to compete in, and you got to learn a lot from watching him play those 3 years there. So just learning it and moving on from it.
You sharing any tips on how to guard him with Braden or anything like that?
Just watching his games growing up, I know a few things some people don't, but yeah, I've been talking to Ethan, talking to Braden about some things to work on with him, just be smart about it because he's a smart player that can really shoot it. So really just being smart with him and don't let him get anything easy.
I didn't know if that was ever kind of like a don't ever go against the family kind of thing, or
yeah, I mean obviously you want to see him succeed, but then again we're going out to win Saturday.
Hey, as well as you've played this season, I don't know if you've started making threes yet, the way you're capable, the way you probably will over the course of your career. Are you still adjusting to life, like being open every now and then?
What is that?
Are you still kind of adjusting to life, being open every now and then when you drew so much attention in high school and AAU? The shots are probably a little different now.
Yeah, definitely, especially some of those kickouts from Z when they're double teaming, and some of the passes Braden whips out to me. Sometimes I'm expected not to be so open, but just getting the reps in and practice and having confidence to make them is what I'll focus on.
Is there anything you've kind of diagnosed about your shot process when you haven't had to work like crazy to get the shot?
Yeah,
things like that.
Coach has pointed out a few things, not having my hand on the ball a little bit, but shot preparation, I just need to be ready to shoot at all times, especially with them going to double and Z and Braden driving in there and making plays for others.
Some of the shots you've made this season, you're shooting really well off shot fakes. It feels like things like that, stuff that is reflective of a guy who's always had to work to get open, really work to get open.
Yeah, some of the easy ones I've missed is what I need to focus on, just taking my time, and when I am open, not rushing the open ones. So playing off the shot fakes is what I've worked on a lot this summer, so it's worked out for me pretty well.
One thing Matt's always said is that when a really good shooter, maybe isn't making as many shots as he'd like, he's due a lot of makes. Do you feel like there's going to come that game where six of them go down for you all of a sudden?
Even my last 2 years of high school, at the beginning of the year, I didn't start off shooting the ball too well. I had a few games where just shots weren't falling, but just sticking with it, just keep getting reps in after practice and focus on and knowing I can make shots.
When did you stop jumping on your free throws?
What?
When did you stop jumping on your free throws?
I still do jump a little bit.
Not nearly as much as you used to.
No,
I don't think.
I used to. It's just a little like bunny hop, but I've always done it, so I've just stopped.
Where did something like that come from? Like, and why do you feel like you haven't been able to maybe shake that off to this point in your career?
I always thought when I was younger, like if I was shooting a pull-up mid-range jumper at the free throw line, I would jump.
Okay.
So I always thought about it that way and why change that. So, and then shooting them in high school, I shot a pretty good percentage. So just sticking with it.
What do you remember about growing up in a basketball family, obviously with your dad, and kind of knowing that's the path we're going to go?
Yeah, it was always awesome going and watching games and just growing up around the game. You learn a lot, you meet a lot of cool people, and doing that you learn a lot of experiences, a lot of what to get through and what you got to work on to get to that level. So really just growing up around it is obviously special, but now being able to play at this level is also special.
Who was the one who inspired